Okay, so again, for you guys, hello everyone and welcome for you who just tuned in. I am Venividivici, the main caster for this PK tournament. I've cast a lot of matches so far, which you can find on my YouTube. I will point you to that later. But now we have another match coming up for the round of 16. And this is going to be Shimras versus Fart. And this is going to be a very interesting match. I think it's going to be quite close, 3-1 or 3-2 for either player. Shimras, of course, you know him as one of the best Japanese players. He also won the Nilla tournament. Nilla is an Age of Empires Classic, the previous tournament organized by the PK clan. And he's also doing very good in this tournament so far. To get here, he beat, I forgot the name, I'm sorry, there's so many matches going on. Anyway, he got in round of 16. And first take a look at this trading post stuff here. We see that both of them are Ottomans, by the way. That means mirror matchup, and that means of course the bottom guy, that is Fart in this case, has to go to the middle trading post to get that, otherwise he would miss his first XP. Usually you see that the top guy would also go for the middle trading post just to make sure that he, just to try actually, to prevent the other guy from getting the trading post there, because the top guy has enough time to go to here, and if he misses it he can still go to the top and get that trading post. However, Shimra's not doing so. That means Fart will get the trading post up here and he will get it on time, and that means he will get his first shipment right now, because his first XP will also mean his first shipment for Ottomans, or actually in like 5 seconds. And Shimras will get it a little bit later, so that means that Fart succeeded in that trading post there and has a little bit of an just a small advantage because he gets his 3 villages a little bit faster. Regarding the map, 2 gold mines there for Shimras looking pretty good, 2 gold mines for Fart looking good as well. Fart has one hand here bringing it in already, and Shimras bringing in the other hand not yet. I actually do like Shimras' choice here. Ottomans age up quite fast, and I think it's better to age up faster and bring in the hunt as soon as you age rather than now. But it also depends on what you want to do as a strategy, and now he's shooting his hunt away. That's a little bit unfortunate. So far we see that both of them picked up some coin crates near their bases. What we can see in this matchup is either one of 2 things, or actually 3 things to be honest. We can always see some kind of Janissary rush, try to hide your Rexes and surprise your opponent. It can work, even though the other guy has of course 5 Janissaries made and available. And on the other hand, Abbas Gun Janissaries is also an option, but the most likely option is that we see both of them gonna go for a fast fortress. That is the most likely, preferred and best strategy in my opinion. Because all the other cases, it just means that you have to scout well. If you scout Abbas Gun Janissary, you can adapt from there. If you scout the Janissary Rush, you can adapt from there and make an artillery foundry and be totally fine. So if you scout well, and that's something really important playing versus Ottomans, because they're so volatile and they can make up a lot of different changes and strategies in a short time. You have to scout very well. So if you do that, you should be fine going for a fast fortress initially. Then of course there are 2 options, going fast fortress with the tower or fast fortress with the 400 wood age up. The last is also preferred because you have a better setup ready with the wood that you need for the Janissaries, racks, houses, upgrade, etc. And of course Fart in this case can also go for the second trading post if he wants to. And of course having 2 trading posts compared to your opponent having only 1 trading post is going to be really nice advantage. Playing in 3rd age, having access to 1 more shipment already. We'll have to see how this plays out for both. I assume that Shimras is aging anytime soon, that's why he's now bringing in his herd. And Fart is already aging, as you see there. He got his 3 villages a little bit earlier, and I believe that the herding of Shimras was not the best, as you see some idle villagers walking around because they can't get to this this one bison there. Anyway, Shimras is aging now as well, and Fart is indeed bringing up, making the second trading post. Of course, as you see here, he rescued 95 wood there, and Shimras rescued a scout, sorry, that was over here. I showed it, but I didn't cover it. The scout is very nice, of course, you see army movements and stuff like that, but because Fart already got 95 wood, he got a little bit of additional wood there, and he's now making second trading post, and I like it a lot, and it's really a small advantage for him in this mirror matchup. So we have to see how Shimras will go from it. Of course, investing 200 wood in it means that Shimras has 200 additional wood available, and you can do several things with that. You can push out a little bit earlier. Of course, you won't get housed as fast as Fart because Fart invested 200 wood in that. So then we have to see what Shimras will do from there. 1 villager there rescued by Shimras, as you saw on the right side, is now going to get a coin here. And there Fart aging up a little bit faster than Shimras. Also it will be a little bit faster in addition because he, I believe, did a little bit better with his herds. Anyway, we see that both of them going with a 400 wood age up. And Shimra is now going to get the 70 coin treasure. It is in line of sight of trading post, but he will get it anyway. Fart, of course, very nice scouting here. I wanted to go about the place a little bit more because there's a little bit of downtime now anyway. Fart, to gut here, he also did a very good job, of course, round of 16. He beat Yumiu in the round of 32 with a 3-1 or 3-2 score, I'm not sure actually which it was. Anyway, he brought up some nice, interesting strategies in the Ottoman matchup, especially. He went for spies, taking down the Mamelukes of Yumiu very nicely there, and kind of surprising him a little bit. And also, of course, Fart has a very good Iroquois as well, as we saw that he adapted well based on what he saw last in the games versus Yumiu. A little bit of a hero battle going on there. And Fart is going for his, I'm just going to call it the Fart build. He's a good mate of me, we played a couple of times, and he's trying this new build, which is just, as you see here, making 5 Janissaries and shipping 5 Janissaries. And to harass your opponent a little bit while you're H in the back of it. And the idea there is to just slow down your opponent, get their hero down, as you see there, harass some villagers, slow down his age up, and then in the meantime you will age up in the back of it yourself, as you see 7 coin being shipped there. And that means that he tries to get up to the 3rd age actually a little bit faster than Shimras, but also with a little bit of a better setup and having more resource gathered in total. And you see that now Shimras is trying to spread out his villages, very good move. 3 villages going to the back, they're probably gonna be somewhere there. And already this 1 village is now building the houses there. And that's why you also have to make sure that you scout a lot. Of course, his hero is now focus fired by the town center, so Fart can't scout with that anymore. But I would really like to see him just sending like 1 Janissary to the edge or something, for example to this gold mine here, seeing if Shimras is gonna build a barracks there or something like that. Anyway, Shimras has, I believe, more than 10 villages into his town center. That's not what I like. I would really try to see him popping out a few villages here and there, left and right, just to be able to gather some resources, just to distract Fart from, for example, sieging his house, because that's really gonna damage you. And in the meantime, you see here that Fart shipped 700 wood, so he's really gonna get prepared for the next stage in this game, having a good setup ready. Of course, he has a 2 trading post, not upgraded yet. Of course, Shimras would benefit from it well, but he will just use the wood to upgrade Janissaries later, get a house and stuff like that, even maybe a market or a church later on. He is able to get this 1 house down, and now Shimras is slowly popping out his villages, but I would like to see him doing this a little bit more. Of course, he's still gathering there. Now Fart is going for a trading post. Shimras doesn't opt to go for his 5 Janissary shipment. Of course, he can do so if he wants to. Of course, he has a shipment available, but he prefers to save it for the 3rd age, and that's, I think, the best choice still. He also didn't choose to go for Man. I also like that because it would otherwise delay his age up a lot. But you see that also in the scores here, Fart did actually do quite some damage by just this little 5+5 Janissary harassment. Shimra still ages up first with the 4 Abyss guns. Of course, he's seeing the Janissary stuff. He might have expected the Janissary rush even, but of course, seeing not many Janissaries after he knew it was not a Janissary rush, but then he was probably already aging up anyway. Fart will age up anytime soon, and he's now going to go for an artillery foundry, and that is something I don't really like. Shimras isn't scouting. That's something you should definitely do to just find out what Fart is doing. Fart is aging because he's not making any more units, just the 3 now because he's aging up. But I don't know about this artillery foundry. Of course, you might be able to surprise the other guy, because the other guy is likely to go for, especially since it's Shimras, is likely to go for Janissaries, 2 cannons and the standard stuff, and Mamelukes coming in. But if Shimras times it right, he should be able to actually come in before there are too many Janissaries and Abyss guns from Fart here. As you see, he still ages up at a decent time, and I think Fart's age up is actually later than I expected it to be. But anyway, there we have it, aging up at 8 minutes and 10 seconds. Shimras is now going for the 2nd training post of Fart, and that's also the disadvantage. Shimras can now definitely push out there and has the advantage for now, with of course more Janissaries on the way. That was an 8 Janissary shipment, I believe, to 4, 6, 8, yes. And having the Abyss guns also. Fart ages up with the Hussars. I would like to see him raid with the Hussars, but he's not doing so. He's very nice. He's scouting with 1 Janissary. That's a very good thing. He should save his hero if he can, but he can't lose the Janissary anyway. And Fart is gonna, if he can get a good mass out of Abyss guns and Janissaries, he can do this army quite okay. The problem is that you also need to upgrade your Abyss guns, in fact, or you want to do that at some point. And of course, the artillery foundry will cost you 300 wood, and the Abyss gun upgrade will cost you some as well. On the other hand, the Abyss guns will definitely do a good job versus other Janissaries, and also they will be able to take out cannons if you position them right. 5 Abyss guns being made by Fart. Shimra's got the trading post down, and that's actually all he needed to do. And now he has to be very careful, just protect his cannons. I think Fard wanted... He should not charge into this. If he, yes, he's going back now. If the cannons would got to would get 1 or 2 shots, it would be disastrous for Fard. But he goes back on time. He saw the cannons of Shimras, and he's now adding more Abyss guns. You have to keep in mind that if he's able to add, like for example, 5 more Abyss guns and spread out his army nicely, there we have the Janissary shipment, then he really would be able to take out these cannons. And that's why I think Shimras, seeing the Abyss guns, I think if he counted correctly, he saw that it were 5 Abyss guns. Then I think he should always see that the Hussars were trying to pick up the cannons, but nice micro by Shimras, blocking it with Janissaries and moving the cannons directly to the other direction. And now actually Fard lost 3 Hussars for nothing. But he is able to pick up the cannons with the Abyss guns, and there you see it, how fast his Abyss guns kill cannons. And that is going to be a really rough spot for Shimras, because this means that cannons are down, and then he has... It is more Abyss guns for Fard, and whoever has the Abyss gun advantage is going to take this battle. And there we have only, of course, more Janissaries coming for Shimras there. And he is going to focus the Janissaries, that's okay, but you have to be really sure to focus the Abyss guns first, actually. If there's no Abyss gun in range, you can target the Janissaries, but if there is an Abyss gun, there we see Fard moving his Abyss guns forward. He has more Abyss guns, so he can definitely take these out, and there he takes out 1 more. And almost no, he has 3 left. The one who has the more Abyss guns is able to take this battle because of the range and the Abyss guns that you can use for his Janissaries. Fard not sure yet about pushing in any longer, so he's going back. And I think Shimras, yeah, he will go for Mamelukes, I assume, because Mamelukes are just OP, of course, and what else can he do? He can go for 1k wood and Abyss guns himself, but then he's already behind, and if you want to try to catch up with Abyss guns when you're already behind, it's going to be really, really rough for him. We see some line of sight spot going in her house and the wall pieces. And so far Shimras is gathering a lot of coin, so he's not shipping the 1k coin. I think he just wants to have his Abyss guns, his Mamelukes out really, really fast without wasting kind of the 1k coin shipment. Also, of course, he has only 1 trading post. He picks up the 60 food treasure there, that's nice. Fard, actually, why do you make an artillery foundry if you make so few Abyss guns? He only has 2 more now. I would really like to see him making more Abyss guns there and a few more less Janissaries if he wants to go for this strategy. However, it's still going to be very hard. He is shipping his cannons, and actually, to be honest, what can you expect from Ottomans here if it just... Sorry, let me get a drink there. If you see that the Ottoman just shipped his cannons and he wasted them, what will he ship after? Either Mamelukes or Spahi. So why would you ship your cannons? If Fard would ship his Mamelukes now, or maybe even Janissary HP, I think it would be a lot better, because cannons, I mean the mess that Shimras had with Minutemen and Mamelukes, that's the only scary thing for Fard here at the moment. And if Fard would bring up his own Mamelukes, then he has the Abyss gun advantage, and he can take out the army of the infantry army of Shimras. So it's actually an interesting, but I'm not sure if it's the best choice for Fard. On the other hand, of course, he can siege up here nicely, have a good position, work on his Rex in the town center. But I mean, with the Minutemen and Mamelukes, Shimras... I don't like the Rex position, by the way. This Rex should be positioned either here or here, because now, as you see, the cannons are not in range of a town center. He is going to use his Abyss guns to target the cannons, as you see there. He's going to get off 2 shots, but losing Abyss guns in the process. And there we have the Mamelukes. So I have to see how this comes down to micro here. All the Abyss guns are down. Not the best position for Janissary. He's taking a lot of damage. And he's target firing the cannons. I hope, yes, he is. But the Mamelukes can't really get to it. 1 Mameluke is attacking the cannon, but they are getting so much destroyed by the Janissaries as well. I would really, now that the cannons are down, he should really pull back these Mamelukes here. He's doing that with this one, and he should pull back these one as well, as he's doing now. And that's exactly what I told you. This is perfect for Shimras, because he will take out this complete army with his Mamelukes. Of course, Fard still has Mamelukes available, but imagine if Fard had his Mamelukes here. Then I think he would completely destroy this army, because he wouldn't be weak versus the Mamelukes of Shimras. And he would take out, with all the Abyss guns that he had, he would probably take out the army of Shimras. It's not a sure win, of course, but I think actually that it might have been better, because he didn't even take down the Rex, as you see, still 500 HP left. Shimras now also shipped the 5 Abyss guns from his hometown city. Very good job there. Of course, the best unit at this point in the game to add from your cards from the home city. And Fard now, sorry, I zoomed in there. Fard now is losing way too many units there, especially with the Abyss guns that are soon coming in. He has to run away as fast as possible. But this Mameluke alive is doing such a good job at slowing down his units. every unit that gets attacked in Age of Empires, of course, will be slowed down, and he's gonna save it right on time before it loses all the HP, or is he not? No, he's gonna lose his Mameluke. But this Mameluke is worth his weight in gold. He did so much there, and now Ford is in a really, really rough position. Of course, he has the Abyss guns out, but he hasn't upgraded them yet either. He's still... Oh, he's shipping 1k coin now, so he will expect Mamelukes from him anytime soon. However, since he is shipping 1k coin now, I would really like it that Shmras pushes in a little bit more, because he knows that he has the advantage. He has more Abyss guns, and there are no Mamelukes out on the field anytime soon yet. So what can Ford do? Make more Janissaries, but mainly make more Abyss guns. I think that's really the key for him to win this game. Making more Abyss guns is what can turn this game around for him, because so far Shmras has a little advantage there. This herd should be this one should be heard towards his town center actually, and Shmras is now trying to scout the map a little bit more, see what's going on there. But Fard has still his Mamelukes available, but in the meantime Shmras can of course mass up a lot of Janissaries to deal with these Mamelukes. So also, by the way, I want to point out that it was a good move for Shmras to use his Minutemen there already before the Mamelukes came out, because he really needed to buy some time. 2 more shots of this Rex and of the cannons, and this Rex would be dead. You might even question the decision of Far to not focus fire on this Rex there, so that Shmras couldn't make more Janissaries. But I think he got off a lot of good shots on his infantry mass as well, so that's not it was a good decision. Shmras now shipping 1k wood there, so he's going for the second trading post, taking the advantage there, and of course he can then also upgrade it, use it for resources, and he's now going to add a mosque. Nothing yet in Artillery Foundry or Hussars so far. And no town center. We have to see what he will do with it. And there we have an Artillery Foundry coming up. He scouted, of course, the Artillery Foundry, or actually he knows that Ford made Abyss guns there. So what he's now going to do is, with the advantage that he has at this point, trying to play from there, adding an Artillery Foundry of his own. And some nice scouting going on there. Seeing what Fard is doing, seeing where Fard is herding. Of course, he should have probably scouted this army, I mean this herd there already. But if Shmras is able to add in Abyss guns himself, and of course with all the Janissaries that he has and keeps making, okay, yeah, Shmras is taking a page out of Fard's book. Very nice, look at this. He is gonna add a mosque, not just for the XP, but to make spice, and that is very nice. I'm not sure if he saw the match that I casted of Fard versus Yumiyu, but Fard getting Shmras taking a page out of Fard's book here, going for spice, of course, knowing that Fard still has to come up with Mamelukes himself, and this is really, really nice, because the spies are of course going to be even put in stealth mode, and that will be a really, really big surprise for Fard. I think the moment that he will charge into Shmras when he has his Mamelukes out, I think it will be really like a what the fuck moment for Fard, like really, you're gonna come with spies to me when I came up with this spy strategy. So we'll see what this will how this will play out for these guys. There the Mamelukes are, and there the spies are in stealth position, and I'm really excited to see how this will go. Now of course still Shmras has the 1k coin available, because he opted to go for the 1k coin gathering with all his villagers rather than using the 1k coin shipment before. Fard, thinking he has the advantage with all the Mamelukes that he just shipped, and of course destroying the Mamelukes of Shmras before, is now pushing forward. But Shmras, as you see here, doing a good job with having more Abyss guns, picking this off. The spies are still stealth mode. Look at what's going to happen here. The spies got they are still doing decent damage, and Fard must be realizing and look at how much this looks with these spies. And using Janissaries on the spies, they are now dead, of course. Look at how much HP these now have. Even making more spies in the using. By the way, look at this 200 damage using. 200 damage. Janissaries put a melee mode, more spies coming out. Yeah, definitely look at this. Remember what's going on. Unfortunate for Fard. But yeah, this is better. Janissaries should have put the ranged mode. Anyway, this last member is going to take Shmras these Janissaries in melee mode is not the best, because Fard is doing a good job in micro. These Janissaries are shooting in range mode, of course more damage for the profitability. So he's just pulling back, microing and shooting in range mode on the other Janissaries, while the Janissaries of Shmras are melee. Of course still he has a lot of Abyss guns in the back, so slow down his Abyss guns in the back will still I really would have liked to see a few more Janissaries in range mode. It turned out to be quite an equal battle. Why is that? Why is that? Yeah, I have to think there for a moment. I think that Fart having 1 or 2 more shipments earlier because of these earlier trading posts that he had definitely made a difference as well. And of course Fart trained some more Arabs guns, and Fart did a really good job in micro nonetheless. Also, Shimrras lost more Janissaries earlier on because Shimrras also shipping 5 resources. Fart also shipped 5 resources by the way. It should be focus fight. So I should be focusing on Arabs guns first and then normally you want to take out Janissaries first, but this goes he's doing that nicely. Now you can take out the Janissaries, slow it down, then we can make it more what I wanted to say here is that Shimrras kind of wasted his cannons because they were picked off by Fart in a rather easy way without doing much damage, and Fart's cannons were doing quite some damage versus Shimrras' infantry mass here, and that's why Fart had kind of the better infantry mass here, and that's why the battle went closer than it should have been because of these spies. But still, it was a really good trade. Imagine if Shimrras didn't have those spies, he would probably lose there because Mamelukes of Fart and with the infantry mass that he had were still, of course, doing so insane. And anyway, now it looks like Shimrras is able to take the game. Look at this 30 score gap. He's now going to be able to take down these villagers. He's also using his hero mode and melee mode to slow down these villagers even more. And of course, the Janissary is not going to make a difference. There's some Shimrras there. So we're going to lose a few villagers and 1-2 more. You can see Shimrras is spellbound with fire, not wasting fire there. He won't even get 1 more villager, will he? Yeah, he should. Maybe thinking like what is coming up for Fart, but at this point in a mirror so closely, so even, and both of them had to make army constantly. Fart is not able to ship Spahis anytime soon, so it's not that Shimrra should be scared of that. However, Shimrras of course wanted to play it safe. He has still a second trading post. It is an advantage for him, so he didn't upgrade to stage coach yet, so he just want to play it safe from here. Yeah, and what can Fart do? Actually, no church, so no spies from him. Shimrras can make a few more spies if Fart is going for spies. And Shimrras is now going to ship the 700 food shipment. That is interesting. That maybe that he goes for spies himself. Fart still has, as you see there, the 8 spies in his deck, but didn't use it, and that's Shimrras still has the 5 Mamelukes there. And actually Fart went indeed for the spy card, and he doesn't have 1k wood there. And Shimrras just made a church, has 1k wood, added the artillery foundry, added a second trading post and some houses, and just made a couple of spies from the gold that he can gather. What is the best decision, sending 8 spies or making 8 spies? I believe a spy costs like 200 gold, so it is always... there is a spy somewhere, there is a spies. Oh, 125 gold actually, that's not much. So if he makes 5 spies, that is only 625 gold. That's not, it's not a few, but it's not that much actually. So maybe it's better than indeed sending a card. But then you get 8 spies as well. So of course the card of 8 spies is worth 1k gold actually, exactly 1k gold. Okay, Shimrras managed to save a cow, of course. We'll do a nice job later on in a few minutes getting fattened. And now Fart is shipping his spies. But the thing is, Shimrras is not using his spies yet. So Fart can't engage yet because Shimrras just has too many. He has too many Ibis guns, too many Janissaries. So, by the way, this spy is maybe Fart is pick up some Ibis guns there because and the spies are Fart is doing a pretty nice job with their 5 minutes and his guys are doing actually much better than I expected him to do. But he's now going to put all his Janissaries in mana mode, and then he's still coming back. That's what you want to do. He's taking the page out of my book. Anyway, he will clean this up in the new reinforcements for sure. And Fart is able to take out this solution. He's not focused on he has 1 very close for a moment there, but very good game there. And Fart must be lolling a bit himself about Shimrras going for the spies at that point in the game. Very nice game here, and well played by both. Very nice micro going on really. I try to point out most of it, but sometimes it's really hard to really see how they're microing each unit individually. But definitely very good micro also by Fart here. Very good match to start off this. Very good game to start off this match, guys. Very interesting. So Shimras, as you see here, also upgraded the church thing that he can make more villages, so he's definitely ahead in economy as well, and also having the second trading post over Fort. So very well played by Shimras, Ottomans of course being one of the strongest civilizations. Well played by Fort as well, but yeah, nice surprise with the spies. Good job there. So 1-0 for Shimras. We're going into the second game on Saguenay. Okay, so Shimra is now going for China versus Ottomans. Okay, that's gonna be really hard. It was a really close game all along, but Ford had definitely had the advantage up till that point with the spies. And also, of course, Shimras lost his cannons quite early without doing much damage. Ford did much more damage with his cannons. And I'm still thinking about, should he take out the Rex rather than killing the infantry? It would have been a 200 investment for Shimras again to get up the Rex, and of course no production at that point. So maybe Ford would have been better off to shoot twice more at the barracks. On the other hand, yeah, he got off some infantry now and some Abs guns as well. Not sure, still not sure there. On the other hand, of course, Shimra still shipped 1k wood afterwards, so... No, he shipped 5 Abs guns first. And then a 1k wood, I believe. So it definitely would have damaged him quite a bit there. And of course delayed him in producing Janissaries, so... maybe it would have been worth it, seeing that with only 2 more shots and then the Rex would be dead. Anyway, Ford now going for Iroquois. And Shimra's not sure if he's gonna stick to China to deal with Iroquois. Okay, sorry about that sound issue. Sorry, there's a stupid bug here that if I Alt tab, then it goes too a lot, too loud. So I should just change it here a little bit in the game settings. So this should be okay. So we have the second map, Saguenay, of course, as you are all familiar by now. Shimrras is going for China, and Ford is going for Iroquois. So interesting how he will try to build this out. Shimrras is China. He starts with a plantation, not with a house. So unfortunate for him. Regarding mines, that look one for Shimrras and the other two are very far. Ford has one here and the second one closer, and the third one is very far as well. A little bit better there for Ford, but of course Ford doesn't need as much gold. Going for the first trading post here, and this is actually very nice because Ford starts on the left side of the map and always on the Saguenay. The trade card comes from the right side, so he will be able to get his trading post up before the trade card arrives there, and thus that will mean that he will get his first XP right on time, and thus his first 3 villages as well. Regarding food, we see the one hand here for Shimrra, second one and the third one there. That looks very good. Ford doesn't have the best food. One herd over here, but that's actually not even, you can't even call it a herd. There's only 3 animals. It's kind of cut off by this water there. And yes, indeed, he asked for a rehost because there's no hunt over there, as you see, and he has no hunt on top either. So I think a rehost would be fair for him. Shimrras immediately, of course, asking for a reason. I think it's very fair because even his additional hunt is only like 2 deers there or 3, so it's not even fair. Okay, so good choice that Ford rehosts there, that he sees it on time. I'm not sure if he really scouted the top, but sometimes there's a hidden herd on top, of course. But you have one rehost available and you should really use it because sometimes the maps can bug a little bit on Age of Empires. Still Neuron and other guys work on a fix there, I believe, but it can bug, and that means that of course you don't want to play with an unbalanced map on this important matches on such a high level. So we're gonna restart this game. Second A again. Maybe Shimrras will get a house now instead of a plantation. That would of course be very beneficial to him. So let's see. Okay, so rehost their second map as Saguenay, and if we take a look at this map, we see that the blue guy, which is I think Shimrras, yes, he starts with a market, no house there. He has 1 gold mine there, the second one actually very close, and the third one very decent as well. The Iroquois 1 gold mine there, and the second one is there, and the third one is actually non-existent. If he wants to go for a fast forward, this can be a problem. On the other hand, in the second age, where I expect some pressure from the Iroquois with Kanyas and hyenas, actually it's not that much of a problem. His herds, however, are decent. There one, and there the second. The third one he has to fight for, and Shimrras has 1 there and 1 there as well, and he even has 1 on top, which Ford doesn't have because of this bug here with the trading post. So map is looking quite okay. Both have 2 hunts at least to start with, and the rest you just have to fight for. A couple of sheeps on the map here. We see that Shimrras is now gathering 2 of them there. Ford taking a trading post. Of course, this time he starts on the right side of the map, and that means that, as you see, the trading card is already here, so he misses the first XP. On the other hand, it doesn't matter that much because as soon as he got the XP, or as soon as the trading card Trova came through here and he got the XP, it immediately starts on the other side again. So it does actually make that much of a difference if you take this one or this one, to be honest. So a couple of small treasures picked up there, as you see here. By the way, there he goes, and then floop. No, yes, there he goes, and there he comes again. So actually he's make like 2 seconds difference. Fart is going for this 90 food here, very nice. Shimra's getting some more sheep there. The sheep, of course, can be tasked to his village. I've covered that already several times. And he is now going to rescue a tomahawk. And if he is able to get a little bit of an army here with the natives and of course his hero and the disciple, he will have a decent army to maybe battle this Travail that comes out from Fart's age job from his town center, and maybe even kill it. Oh well, that's maybe too eager there, but he might even kill it. But if he can't kill it, he can still harass it and maybe even prevent it from building, like we saw before. A hero, a native, a disciple blocking where their warhead was could be built. 2 cows actually is very nice as well, but that's of course too hard to take treasure right now. And Fart getting 90 coin also, of course, it immediately means he can do a market upgrade. Also with the coin he had earlier, 40, that means he now has 130 coin, and that is also something that he can trade in his market. So he can, instead of using the coin for an upgrade yet, he can buy 100 wood with the coin, have a little bit of coin left, gather a few and still do the upgrade, but buying that 100 wood is of course very beneficial for Iroquois at this point. I believe not many players are even thinking about the option of using your market to trade resources. It's not that common, but actually in such situations getting 100 wood earlier, maybe adding a stable earlier, getting out 1 or 2 more kanyas is really important. And also, for example, also as French, if you go for a build and you are housed at some point, just if you have the coin, just buy 100 wood in your market. You can do that once or twice, no problem, and you are better off than being housed or gathering the wood yourself, because wood of course gathers slow, coin gathers faster, so you're better off trading 1 or 2 times. It's no problem to get a house like that. Anyway, we have Fart also rescuing a coureur de bois there. It's actually interesting that Shmras goes for Iroquois here, because I believe that he, well, I believe some people in the chat said so as well, that he plays pretty decent Iroquois. So he also could go for a mirror, but he can of course also think like this: if Fart wins with Iroquois, he can't play Iroquois again. So if I can win with China, then okay, it's good, because I can play China good. But if I don't win, then I can play Iroquois next civilization, and I don't have to play a mirror, because maybe I don't like to play a mirror. And then you can use Iroquois versus any civilization that Fart is going to bring up in the next game. So Shmras rescued another native warrior, and now it's going to be very interesting because he has 2 native warriors, a disciple somewhere on the way, and his hero. So he's probably waiting here, as you see here, posting. Oh, there's the disciple. You see what he's doing? He's posting here. 1 hero there, native scout there, disciple there. I would even have 1 more native scout somewhere over here. Oh, he's now spreading it out nicely to wait this warhead from Fart. And Fart actually, I'm not sure if he paid attention to it. He left this treasure now. And he's going to go for this 150 food even. Whoa, this Fart really had nice treasure so far. Shimrra, of course, as with the Sound Palace, has very nice sheep, 6 sheep there. Fart only has 2 sheep. But really, if Shmras is able to pick off this warhead, or at least block it with all the natives that he has, it's going to be huge if he can do so. And I think that's kind of his strategy from the start. Maybe he is even going to train a disciple in addition to the one that he already has. And there comes the... There comes the warhead from Fart, and I made it all exciting for you guys, but I'm sorry, nothing's gonna happen there. Fart is not gonna move his warhead over here, and now Shmras knows, hey, where is this warhead? Where is it gonna be? And now he's gonna scout with his hero, and there he sees a defensive warhead from Fart. I'm not sure if this was the plan from Fart from the get-go, or that he changed his mind because he saw that Shmras rescued 2 native warriors. Anyway, his warhead is going to build there, and then it means that he is probably going to go for some kind of semi-fast fortress as well, looking at this position. And he rescues, or he gets 150 food there. His coureur de bois is now gathering food on the side of Shmras. That's of course nice. Deny your opponent from food anytime you can. And Shmras will now probably go for his 100 wood treasure, as you see there. Stunning 1 bear and attacking the other one. Fart bringing in the second hunt. He was already of course working on this first hunt, and there you have it, 600 coin shipment from Fart with the coin that he gathered. By the way, he doesn't trade in his market now of course, because his plan is now to age up. So he had 140 coin, he gathered a little bit. No, he actually didn't gather, he got some for the age up, and he shipped the 600 coin, and that means that he can age up now. He saw this treasure of course because he scouted it, but Shmras was right on time and got it, and that means Fart has to run, because these 2 native warriors will do much more damage than the converted guardians from Fart. He even stuns this last one, very nice, to make sure that he can't run away, and takes out that wolf and the bear both. So a little bit of a waiting game here because of course Shimrra is aging as well. There's the wonder. So it's going to be a third age fight. And he's also taking the wood treasure there, food treasure, sorry. And there we have Fart aging up. Of course he went for the slow to the second age and just the fast to the third age. And there we have it. Of course it's stable now, so he can go for both forest prowlers and the Kanyas and have a very nice third age army there. This wolf going to be taken out, but he is scouting. At least he sees the 700 wood, although it's very standard, and of course he sees the age up here. This is all going as expected, I would say. Nothing surprising there for Fart. And we see that these sheep are almost fed, and they're on two-thirds. Shimrra's bringing in that herd, not bringing in this herd yet. And now the consulate coming up, and then soon another house as well. There you have it. There's the house. So Fart ships 6 Kanyas going in for a little bit of a raid and makes 5 forest prowlers. Maybe they're gonna meet each other. Yes, they are. And let's see who's gonna be fastest. Fart responds fast, and he's now gonna task the first Kanya on that one. And he's also immediately gonna task another Kanya on that step. He wants to try to slow down both, but still Shimrra managed to escape with one because he turned this one around, slowing down the Kanya that attacked the front step rider. So that means that he can escape with that one. Doing a little bit of scouting probably because the one step is not going to get you much done, of course. And there we have the age up from Shimrra's. Barracks coming up, and Fart is now going back. He's trying to find the stepper rider with his infantry army there. More forest prowlers being made, and now of course a lot of villagers on coin, and I expect him by now he has some market upgrades as well, because since this is a third age battle, it would be nice to have some more economy as well and not just rely on only shipments. Of course, Fart still has one trading post, and he hasn't used 600 wood because he aged up so fast. And Shimrra, on the other hand, has no trading post because he invested his wood in the houses and the consulate and the wrecks. Still 2 sheep here on the map, no one found that yet. So Fart is making himself ready for a fight there. Shimrra's now bringing in this other hunt. Fart actually has to work on this hunt all the way over there for his next... he's shipping 5 Kanyas, and he of course upgraded the Kanyas as well. So his forest prowlers have 20 range. That means that they do have the same range as arquebusiers. So in fact Shimrra has way more now, of course 10 from the age up, and he also shipped arquebusiers. So this is not something that Fart can take here. He should definitely go... I don't like this. Too many arquebusiers there actually. If he would go in, then he should go in right away with the Kanyas, but now he loses 3 forest prowlers actually for just 1 arquebusier. That's not a good trade-off there. Of course, since the forest prowlers cost more as well. He takes off 1 villager there. That's of course a good job there. The problem is that at this point Shimrra doesn't have many anti-cavalry, but anytime now he can have the 8 masks from his consulate, and also he can perhaps have some anti-cavalry soon from his shipment. So Fart has to be really careful there. Using attack move here to attack both the villager and the arquebusier. Yeah, he's losing 2 forest prowlers there. I don't really like it like that. He should go in more and wait for all the Kanyas, but now he has 5 more forest prowler and 1 dragoon. He's probably thinking that maybe meteor hammers will be shipped versus this. Although I believe that with not much anti-cavalry, the Chinese guy can't ship meteor hammers at this point because the Kanyas were just completely able to block the meteor hammers. He is gonna make an army now of arquebusiers and cavalry. That is also an army, I'm not sure how it's called, but it's the army with skirmishers and cavalry. That's of course nice. Fart running out of this gold there, so he's gonna work on the 2nd gold mine there. He also found the 3rd one there. So far he can't really push into this. He's ahead his score a little bit, but the longer he waits, actually the harder it will be for him, because he still has a trading post of course, but then Shimrra will soon have more cavalry training there, as you see a full cavalry batch from his barracks. But soon he will have either 8 musketeers or the 9 or 11 Chengdo. Anyway, Far trying to push in, seeing if he can get a good angle. Of course, what you see here, I pointed this out by the way yesterday in Salento's match. Fart moves in exactly how he should move in. He clicks in right before his army a little bit. That means that they will stay in a horizontal line. And if Shimrra then stands like this and you come in from this angle, you are able to pick off 1 or 2 of these arquebusiers here. If you come from this angle, you will pick off 1 or 2 there. If you come in with a vertical line, only the first 4 are going to be able to shoot. But now, since Fart came in like that, you have a full front line, maybe even a full front second line, that are all going to be able to do damage, and that means that you are engaging most effectively. And there we have the 8 musketeer shipment from the consulate intervention card thing. And of course now he has a very nice 3-unit composition army, skirmisher, musketeer and cavalry. And that means that Fart definitely needs to mix in some more anti-cavalry himself. He is going back for now. Shmras is ahead in score just because of that shipment. Maybe he's fine for just waiting it out here. Of course, he's also gathering his sheep, which also boosts his economy a lot because he had like 8 sheep there. That is like 8 times 300 is 2400 food there, which he can gather very fast. And he still has his goat available as well, which of course China gets from the start. 300 food as well. And now his rocket comes out, and that's of course the moment that China wants to push. More musketeers. These were the intervention shipment card, and these were the export that he gathered by now. And there he makes another batch of cavalry from the barracks, and this is something that he can slowly now start to push out with, using your cannons with the range, slowly push out with his army, and there he goes. Okay, Fart mixed in the 5 cuirassiers. That's actually very nice. Of course, with their area damage, they do really good versus Chinese low HP units, and also a good job at blocking off any cavalry. But this is not something that Fart can take at this point. Look at this mine. His mine is almost mined out. That's actually good timing for him because he has to go back very soon. And if he's able to gather on this mine, then he still has some income. But right now he's not getting a second trading post, so he has no other income. And this mine is barely just on time gonna run out before Shmras pushes on this mine. There we go. That is it good timing or is it luck? I think it's a little bit of both. But anyway, Fart is running away now, as you see. Seeing this movement, this animation thing in the square, Shmras probably knew that there was a mine here. Oh, I actually scouted this mine, of course, also. There we have some more anti-cavalry coming in, and soon we will have a very big engagement. So I try to bring up as much as possible. This is possible with on the screen. It's going to be very interesting how they're going to micro this. Of course, a lot of cavalry. I hope that even some of these players will micro some of this cavalry to the sides. Fart now gathering gold there because he still needs to make these forest prowlers and dragoons. And this rocket is just going to be, the flying crow is just going to be put up front. And there we have one of the forest prowlers, of course, is going to be, he has the option to be in stealth mode. And then you can see everything that your army, you can see everything of your opponent's army. However, if his hero is there, no he's not. Where's his hero? Okay, there we go, the battle is going to commence. Fart is not going to maybe use attack move and kind of got backdoor and leg spike, I'm not sure that, but this kind of not attacking there. And now we see that the forest prowlers are all alone and he needs to use some crochets there to block this off. And now the Kanyas are really fighting versus the musketeers there. It's not the best micro. He should move these forest prowlers to the right side and deal with these musketeers. More anti-cavalry coming in, that's the Chengdos. And Fart is still able to deal with this cavalry, blocking it off with his cavalry, but now he has to deal with a lot of this Chengdos. I'm not liking that the rocket is attacking the cavalry. I really like the rocket to attack this big group of infantry here. A lot of movement going on here. Now Chengdos focus fight on the Kanyas. Kanyas not being pulled back. He's using his cavalry now to take out this rocket. He's not going to succeed. And these Kanyas were fighting the Chengdos for too long, I feel. And now Fart has a really hard job here working with all this cavalry. Maybe he has a 5 dragoon shipment coming from his home city. And he's trying to do as best as possible. He went back too fast there. You heard the shot, but I believe that he didn't really shoot at it. Making more Kanyas to the Kanyas should be blocking. No. Why are the Kanyas going there? The forest prowlers are worth more than the arquebusiers. So if you can save more forest prowlers, okay, he is taking out questionable decision, but he is taking out the cannon first, and maybe that was then better after all, because his forest prowlers together with the he had 7 forest prowlers shipping from his home city, and of course the warhead fire. So together he was then able to clean up these cavalry. So after all, maybe a good decision to go for that. But oh, he's gonna lose all his villages there, if not a lot. He didn't upgrade villager HP yet. That's very unfortunate, but he's gonna go there as soon as possible. But he's gonna lose a lot for sure. 3, 4, that's actually not as much as I expected. And now he has this huge forest prowler army there, but he really needs to have some anti-cavalry or cavalry to block cavalry from Shimras. So actually he lost only for 35 he lost 5 villagers. That's still a lot, but it's not as much as I thought it would be. No more food left on this side for Fard, and this is the only food for Shimras. Otherwise he has to go on all the way to this map as well. So actually it might come down to battles around this area where there is still gold left, food left, another gold and another food here. That means that of course if the Iroquois is able to build a war hut there, he would have a very safe place there. The hero of Shimras of course is dead on that side. So he won't have that 1200 HP hero for the next battle. Unless he revives it from his town center. Therefore he's now going to get this food over there. He's running out of his food on this side. Of course both players can still go for water, but both are not really like water civilizations. So it's something you can do you will only do as a last resort option actually. Tomahawks being added now, of course very nice anti-cavalry, but it's not upgraded yet. It's just a 9 tomahawk shipment. Of course he knows that Shimras will add in more cavalry and the tomahawks. I really like to see him mixing in some more tomahawks. I think actually if he goes for, especially considering that he has a lot of food and wood available, not so much gold, I would like to see him going for forest prowler, tomahawk and kanyas rather than these dragoons. I think it would be a better choice here. Of course the dragoons are doing good for his cavalry, but the tomahawks can really block off the cavalry because of their melee resistance and the ability to put them in front of the forest prowlers. So far it's still a close game. We see that the Chinese a little bit ahead in score. He of course has a new rocket coming up from that wonder, and he's now gonna build a town center here for some more map control. And I would really like to see Fard getting some more map control as well, either by a town center, which is also of course nice for your economy, or making a war hut here to just secure his position, get some line of sight and stuff like that. Also, he can use one of his forest prowlers again in stealth mode. He knows that this hero of him is of Shimras is over there, so he can't really see any stealth mode units. Of course, the town center can, but Fard doesn't know about this yet. So if he's going to use a forest prowler in stealth mode, he really has a better idea of what Shimras has at the moment, so what unit Fard needs to make, and also about the army movement of Shimras. No war hut being built yet. Fard just chooses to go for all army units and defend like that. So more units popping out, of course. He has one. Oh, that is one from the Rex, and one probably from the Summer Palace that is now tasked to making this skirmisher pikeman combination. If Fard is able to mass more forest prowlers, he will definitely have an advantage there in the micro battle early on, up till the point where Shimras is gonna charge in with his cavalry, and then Fard really needs these tomahawks and kanyas and muskets to deal with the huge cavalry mass that Shimras is amassing now. And of course his rocket is going to be really hard to deal with as well, having quite a lot of pikemen to deal with that. Also Fard of course used his 5 crochet before, so he doesn't have that now. And we see that slowly but surely Shimras is pulling ahead in score. If you could take a quick look at the economy there, we see Fard lost 5 villages before, but Shimras is now 44 to 7 villages ahead. Not sure about the exact upgrades. Maybe we get the later map there. By the way, maybe we get the map later on, which has one village going down there, and finally a war hut. But that's gonna be too late. If you oh wait, Fard is pushing on this side with his musket riders. He is able to kill 4 or 5 villagers there. While Shimras is now of course pushing on the resources of Fard, and Fard pulling his villagers immediately back. He stops there. He doesn't kill these last 2 off. That's interesting. And Fard, the problem, he has no war hut here. He can't hide. So if he really has to get his musket riders back as soon as possible, because otherwise he's gonna lose all these villagers, and he's gonna lose a few there for sure, I think, if Shimras goes for it. But he's not sending 2 cavalry there. And now Fard's gonna come in with all his forest powers, unfortunately charging, firing on onwards 1 arquebusier. And there we have the musket riders going too far, but this cavalry, he shouldn't pull them back. Too many arquebusiers going in front. Pull his cavalry back and pull his back. He's not doing so. He's a little bit of a leg spike there, by the way, but he loses cavalry way too fast. And Tomahawks is going to put a melee mode now, but there's still a lot of arquebusiers in the back dealing with these Tomahawks as well. And these musket riders, they're running around a little bit too much. I'm not sure if it's because of a leg spike or what's going on, but look at this again. This it's really close, really close. Oh, Mamelukes even. Oh my god, he makes Mamelukes from the... That's gonna be good over there. Because he doesn't have enough anti-cavalry left. And of course, he would be able to deal with these small cavalry from the Chinese guy, but you won't be able to deal with Mamelukes if you have only forest powders there. So that means that he made a church somewhere. There's a church. That's why he was gathering so much gold. Very nice move to add Mamelukes on this map. And yeah, just not enough anti-cavalry, but I believe this comes down a lot to the micro. Of course, Ford was going for a nice raid here, he killed off 3 villagers, but that means that he has a force power there to scout this. But that means that he moved all his villagers away as well. He had no map control here, not even a tower to hide or a warrior to hide. And then, not enough anti-cavalry, I feel. He needed more Kenyas and Dragoons, and maybe less forest powders, I think. Also, the micro is not the best, with the Kanyas just being thrown in here and not microed back versus all the Chengdos there. He should have really microed them back, and also we saw these Dragoons here standing on this side for a moment instead of more in the back. So I felt that he could have done a little bit better with micro. The resources were very close still there. So that means Shimras is now up 2-0. And that is, I think, against everything that I expected, and also against everything that most people expected. If you take, for example, look at the bets in the tournament, because most people bet on a 3-1 or 3-2 win for Shimras and not a 3-0 win. So yeah, we have to see how this plays out. Ford, of course, still has any civilization to his availability. Shimras, however, played with Ottomans and China, and he won. So he won twice in a row. So Shimras can't use any Iroquois, Ottoman, stuff like that. He can use Sioux or Aztec still. He's gonna go for German. Okay. On Siberia, of course, German has really options on Siberia. Maybe. Oh, and Ford is going for French. Oh, that's gonna be really close. He's not going for Iroquois. I'm not sure if he thinks like, okay, I want to have a nice EU matchup, or that he thinks he has a better chance with French. But I think he has the better chance with Iroquois if he wants to go for Iroquois. I'm not sure what he wants there. Just to make sure. Shimras, of course, can't go Iroquois like that. He has to make. He has to go for it with European civilization there. Yeah, there was a lag here and there, which of course affected the micro as well from Ford. Of course, both have lag, but the pings look good for me, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's something with Ford or what's going on there. His ping looks okay as well. Yeah, some of the miss micro I pointed out was probably also due to that lag that he says, but I'm not sure. Okay, so he's going for French there. A little bit of an issue with the lag. I'm not sure what. what he wants to go for. It looks like he is still sticking to French, and then he's going to play French versus Shimras's German. Okay, so the game starts. That is currently a 2-0 score advantage for Shimras. If he wins this game, of course, being at a BO5, he will advance to the next round. It is the round of 8 of this PKTD tournament. And Fard has to win 3 games in a row to advance to round of 8. It's going to be a hard way for him. So, German for Shimras and French for Fard. Regarding the map, gold mine there in front for Shimras. It's in front, it's not the best, and the tower is behind, so it's actually kind of a bad position for him. For Fard we have it, the tower in front of the gold mine, and the gold mine also a little bit further, but it can be hard for a raid later on, but he can still of course hide in the tower. Shimras immediately going for a trading post. I think on this map it's like the best strategy. I believe he started with 200 wood, I didn't catch that yet, but anyway, there's not much going on, so let me check this. 37 to 200, so yes, indeed it was a 200 wood start. That means that you will just gather a little bit of wood for your house and you will start with a trading post, not a market, because a trading post is more beneficial to German, and that actually is a very, very strong start. Having a trading post so early means that you will have a lot more shipments available, especially as the game continues, as the game progresses later on. So Shimra's picking up 30 coin there, and he's now going to get this 45 coin as well. Fard gets it gets 30 coin. Fard of course is French, so he has 2 scouts available, so he's going to scout the map there with the other one. We have 80 food over there, some wood treasures, XP treasure. 90 wood there is also a very nice one. You might scout it with this native scout. And Shimras still has this one available, and of course that's a very nice one, because then you know all the locations of the good treasures and you can immediately walk towards it. There we have it, he got the wood, and now he made the house, and that means that he has also his 2 settler wagons earlier, and that means of course he will age up a little bit faster as well. Just by a little bit though, because they also have to gather the wood. Fard now finds this 90 wood there, so I assume he will go for it, and there we go. Also he still has a macaque on his way if he sees it, and of course he can use that. And Shimras now having this treasure will also know about the 90 wood. Let's see how fast he will realize that it's there. Yes, we see the explorer changing direction, so he knows this, and I expect that Fard will go for it as well. Of course, if Fard has the macaque and also pulls back his scout, he will definitely, we see another leg spike there by the way, he will definitely be able to beat the hero of Shimras. So, oh, he's going back. What is he doing? He scouted his 90 wood and he's not going for it. Oh, he's now going for it. But use your macaque as well then. Shimras is going for it first, so if Fard will arrive in time, and he's still scouting with his scout just along the way. Of course he starts with the market, very nice setup here as anti-raid stuff, and bring in this second hunt already, and now he will be able to get this this treasure. Shimras is microing back of course versus the Guardian, and of course now Fard will deal with it. And Shimras is walking back, and that he will, yes! Fard of course has the crack shot available, so it doesn't matter that much, but he walked back so that Fard would have to take out this complete Guardian himself to get this 90 wood. Anyway, he gets 90 wood, and he can now battle this hero of Shimras with low HP. If he even brings up his scout, he can really track this one down and make sure that Shimras can't really scout the map. And there, as we saw in the chat by the way, it was a little bit of a suggestion that he might go for a fast game here, Fard that is. So if then Shimras is not scouting this, he can't see, for example, any 2 racks being planted down there. If Fard denies him from scouting. But Shimras manages to save his hero, and he's walking to the left side of the map. Fard now getting this 45 coin there. Of course will help him in his steel trap upgrade very long. He is aging, Shimras is actually should be aging as well. Yeah, he's aging now. And Shimras can still go for this 40 wood here of course, and Fard maybe he's going the same direction, but he still has 80 food available here. And there the scout goes up again. So 50 wood for Shimras, and Shimras now bringing in this second hunt of him, and he's also bringing in this, actually this is the second, this is more like the third hunt. And this looks like 3 villages on coin, no wood yet, so he's probably going to go for a fast fortress there. Maybe a semi-fast fortress with some Ulan raids, but a fast fortress wouldn't surprise me here at all. And we have some scouting coming in from Fard. So be careful with this tower that he doesn't lose his monkey to it. Fart is going for not for a crossbowman pikeman rush. He is going for coin, as you see there, so it's more of a standard build, maybe because of the trading post that he saw there. Of course, if he goes for a crossbowman pikeman rush, Shmras can still go for a fast fortress, having the 8 crossbowmen available and making some Udans perhaps, and of course having man town center fire in the tower. Shimras managed to rescue a macaque there, and Fart now has still, of course, 40 wood available there. And Shimra's not scouting so far. Stable coming up for Fart. 400 wood being shipped here because closest villages are to the tower, not to the town center. So very nice that he changes his shipment point there. And 2 more houses being very well covered versus any raids on this gold mine. 1 idle villager there should be fixed. And now we see that Shimras is working on this 75 food treasure there. And there we have it, 700. Okay, it was a 500 food, so he aged up with 500 food, so he's definitely going to go for a straight fast fortress, naked fast fortress, however you want to call it. 700 coin going to be shipped soon. I expect him to ship it at the tower as well, because his settler wagons are already there in position, so it saves you some walking time. And there Shimras took the 75 food. And Fart has a trading as a hero there, so he might ship 700 wood and go for a trading post. Shimras now 700 coin there to go, not at the tower but at the town center, and there of course you get 2 free Udan with every shipment in the second age, 3 in the third age, and now he's going for a little bit of a raid, but 5 hussars of course will greet these 2 Udans. I'm interested to see that Fart, oh he has a scout over there, so he doesn't know about these Udans until later. He can pull 2 hussars back and still raid with 3 hussars, or he can just let it go here and use his town center and tower fire. He is going to pull all hussars back. I don't like that. You only need like 2 hussars to deal with these Udans anyway. And now of course they are in line of sight of each other. That means that Shimras will just walk away because he sees his hussars. And this is not, finally he's going to split it up, but you only need 2 hussars to deal with these Udans. So why don't you go raid with the other hussars and not let Shimras age up easily? Shimras gathering a lot of wood now, of course. He aged up with the 500 food for a straight fortress, so he needs to get the wood up to make a stable or Rex, probably a stable. Also get out some houses of course. And now we have their trading post coming up for Fart, and after that 700 coin as well. He didn't trap the 2 Ulans, and Fart did ship, no he didn't ship 700 wood, so he just gathered the wood for a trading post. No 700 wood shipment yet, so he only used 2 shipments, 4 villages, and then 700 coin. And then he will save his shipment for the third age, and of course now also has a trading post. So that's a nice plan there. He's gonna deny some gathering there, and of course not being able to bring in the hunt. We have a 3 villager shipment from Shimras. Wait, actually, and 700 wood. That's. He now has 4 Udans available, but of course 5 hussars will take out 4 Udans, even if you bring your hero into the battle. And there we have a stable coming up. Fart of course not making any more units, going for the third age himself, just gonna harass with all that he has here. Of course if he can use town center fire, then he will be able to take out the hussars, but without that the hussars are definitely able to take out the Udans. The 700 wood is not being picked up by Shimras yet. Now he goes for it. And let me see if he shipped the 3 villagers. No, he didn't. It was just villagers hiding in the town center. And there you have the age up from Shimras. But we see here that this fast fortress like this, you have very low economy. I really like more like a semi-fast fortress with 400 wood and a stable and some raids rather than this fast fortress. He aged up with 6 skirmishers. So he aged up fast because he had 500 food age up, and he goes for the slower age up because he goes for the skirmisher option. But then again, Fart will age up anytime soon, probably in about 10-15 seconds, and then he has only a stable because he didn't ship 700 wood yet. So he has only a stable, not the best setup of course. With Rex you have a better setup, 700 wood. Market coming up for Shimras now. And early on in this matchup, it's going to be about who has the most skirmishers. Both have skirmishers available, of course, the same kind of skirmishers, same range. And who has... Oh, he has to be going back, isn't that? Yes, he's going back. Who has the most skirmishers will be able to do the most damage early on, because it's usually skirmisher and some Udan and War Wagon versus skirmisher and some Dragoons. And there we have Fart aging up with a fast age up. But no Rex yet. Even if you have so many villages on gold, I would even buy 200 wood in the market and make a Rex to just be able to spam out skirmishers. Because right now, he's trying to go for a raid in again, but he gets caught with No, barely not. And there you see him moving, changing his position by clicking in close, very close by the hussars. So he'll move in a horizontal line, and okay, he's not gonna get it. So no wrecks up yet by Fart. And Shimras now has 5 war wagons, a nice number of Uhlans and some skirmishers. This scout here is not the best position. I mean, put it like over here somewhere, or over here, to see any raids coming, any army movements. Okay, he makes 5 dragoons. He ships 1k wood. Okay, that is interesting. He goes for a second stable and a Rex. I hope he would go for a trading post as well if he ships 1k wood. I mean, that means that you're quite behind on army, because Shimras went for the 6 skirmishers, he makes army, and he also has soon a second shipment available, which are probably going to be 8 skirmisher with 3 Uhlans. So Fart is really behind on army count now. So he has to be really, really careful, and of course all these villages here are quite unprotected as well. However, Shimras not pushing out yet. Shimras going for the 80 XP, Fart making some more dragoons, and yeah, Shimras can definitely poke in a little bit with the skirmishers, but I think he's afraid. Fart's score is of course pretty similar, pretty same, and he's now gathering some coin over there as well. The gold mine, of course, a little bit better for Shimras, having 2 in the back actually, and Fart having none in the back. He has to go all the way over here, all the way over there. So I'm not sure if he scouted this gold mine, but Shimras' gold definitely a little bit better. And there we have the, well, actually 2, 4, 6, yeah, there's 8 skirmisher shipment with 3 Uhlans, and Fart should be really, really careful. He doesn't want to get trapped here. These 6 plus 8 skirmishers will be able to take out a dragoon with 1 shot. And Fart is going for a raid now. And he has to pull back his skirmishers. Oh, wait, what's going to happen here? If he doesn't respond in time, he's going to lose 1 skirmisher for sure. And now he has no anti-cavalry. Why are you so far on the map with your skirmishers? He's lucky that Shimras doesn't charge into that. Of course, Shimras now upgraded his Uhlan as well, by the way. Fart has to go all the way around. He does have quite a nice setup with 2 stables, but I believe that you are not able to produce from 2 stables and the Rex at this point in the game. So I would have rather have him like make another trading post or even a tower on the map with that wood. Why do you ship 1k wood so early? It's maybe he did a second coin upgrade also, but Shimras, of course, having scouted this hunt, knows that Fart is now herding over there. At least he should know. I'm not sure if he's scouting that. He should know it. And Fart still has the deers available there, and of course can bring in this one soon. And actually, I'm surprised he's not working on this one. I would rather have him bring in this one already instead of going so far out on the map. Of course, this is a focal pressure point for Shimras, but if you heard this, it could be in 1 minute, it could be all the way over there. Anyway, interesting that Fart is going for the 8 skirmisher shipment, and then he's going only for cuirassier and dragoon. And that is actually a very nice but still very strong setup, because he probably thought that he wasn't going to win the skirmisher war. Although there are more skirmishers popping out there. Oh, there we have it. 1, 2, Coureur de Bois going down. If you are in a situation like this, by the way, split up your Coureur de Bois so that they don't that you don't move them all in the same group. Now Shimras going back, expecting Fart to come in with his dragoons. For example, what you do here, you move this group back, and then you select them manually each and move them back as well. What you will then accomplish is that you will... Oh, wait a second, if he's going to trap it. Yes, he will trap it, yes. If you can slow them down by attacking them with 1 of the cuirassiers, yes, okay, but very good response, immediately leaving 1 or 2 Uhlans behind so the rest can run. Good response from Shimras. And now also, Shimras sees this army, this mass dragoon cuirassier army, so that means he has to mix in a lot more war wagons. But what I want to say is then, use these 3 and move them back, and then manually select 1 of them each and move them back as well. And what you will then accomplish is that they will walk faster, will walk back faster than if they are walking back as a group, because if one of them in a group gets attacked, the whole group walks slower. So you want to move them back individually. Anyway, Fart is now gonna push out here, of course using his scout very nicely here to push to see any unit movement from Shimras there. Of course, war wagon have superior range over dragoons, but dragoons are more mobile, and he has to be very careful there. The skirmish advantage still goes to Shimras, meaning that of course he can push out a little bit. Fart does really have a nice economy with the 1000 wood that he shipped earlier, and he got away with it because no pressure from Shimras there, and he has mass dragoons at this point. As you see here, the Shimras is catching up nice with his economy there, and he didn't ship the settler wagons yet. That's actually very interesting. He went for all the army shipments. I think he does need to ship I think he does need to ship 3 settler wagons anytime soon, because this army shipment that you have will only get you so far, especially since Fort also has a trading post. So at some point you also need economy to keep producing these units, especially since Shimras only has a stable up and Fort has a stable and a Rex, in fact 2 stables and a Rex. And there we have 2 cannons, and that was what Fort was waiting for. And this is going to be very hard for Shimras to deal with. I believe he kind of missed his opportunity here, he missed his timing window to push out on Fort. And Fort taking a little bit of a risk there going for the 1k route, but will be able, well actually has the advantage now. Villager population, there we go. Economy is quite equal there, but Fort has the better upgrades of course, since he had the market already earlier. Anyway, he's gonna move out with his cannons. This is gonna be micro intensive for both. Okay, she must go for the industrial age. I missed the 1k coin shipment then. So he aids up with 2 cannons. Actually, that's a very good response to Fort, because Fort, of course, as a French player, you will expect as a German player that the French is going to ship his cannons, especially if you see so many goons and skirmishes already. What's left is the cannon shipment. Of course, what's left now is the skirmisher, is the shipment for cavalry, HP, and attack for both the cuirassiers and dragoons. And Fort now knows that he has to push in. Good choice for Shimras to go for a 2 cannon age up instead of the 1k coin. 1 village going down, and he has no more coin there. He still has coin available there, of course. And Fort, oh, he sees the 2 cannons. He has to really be careful and wait for his cannons. I would actually really... He's just not going to push in. Maybe he wants to just get map control and deny, but no tower up. Why do we see so few raids? I mean, you're German. You have... Oh, wait, there we have 2 heavy cannon shipment. And... Oh, if Fort is... He should be charging him with his cuirassiers there. He is gonna do so, and he will definitely be able to take out these cannons, especially with the help of his cannons there. Oh wait, a little bit of miss micro with the cuirassiers. They're gonna go the wrong way, but he will still be able to take out these cannons there. And this cannon, not micro, it was micro on an Ulan or something, and that means, whoa, Shimras had both cannons alive. That is something that shouldn't have happened there. That is something that really shouldn't have happened. He killed off both cannons of Fort there. He microed his war wagon nicely, pretty nice on Cuirassier, and he microed his cannons on Fort's cannons, and that is just a mismicro there by Fort. His cannons should have been focus firing the heavy cannons first, and not, as you saw, one shot going into the side here. Also, the Cuirassiers, I'm not sure what he did there with micro or maybe a lag thing, but they were not. He had like 6-7 Cuirassiers. They were not focused on the heavy cannons. I'm really surprised by this. There's only half HP left from this cannon, and I mean half HP killed, and the other is full HP left. So this was really a bad engagement for Fort. That's too bad. Shimras is now going out there. That's actually very brave there, leaving this open to any cuirassier raid. He's going to go to this side, raiding with his war wagons. But of course he still has dragoons and skirmishes available, so he can kind of pick this off. If Shimras goes too far and Fort is able to kind of cut him off at this point and use the dragoons from the back, Shimras will lose a lot of war wagons, so he has to be very careful there. Let's see how he responds. Yes, his skirmishers are in position, so his skirmishers only have to walk to this point, and then they will be able to cut off this cuirassier. Fort, of course, upgrade villager SP as French is pretty standard. He's gotten to lose 1 villager. He will save the others, and I don't like the skirmishers moving like this. The skirmishers should move like this, because you will know that Shimras is gonna walk away, not of course this path, but he will walk away this path to home. And now you see that he's trying to cut this off. He's walking away with his army, walking to this side, and then we see that Shimras is also gonna get in position there, using his skirmisher there. And now the cuirassier actually have free reign, I should say. Oh, come on, if he should go in on the heavy cannons. Oh, this is gonna be, if he can go in and kill the heavy cannons, will he be able to do so? The dragoons can even be put in melee mode here, and the skirmishers can deal with the war wagons, but it's going to be very good from Shimras still getting in position there, and these cannons will get off 1-2 shots. No, yes, they are barely in range, and now we have the cuirassiers finally dealing with these cannons. This is a battle that is going good for Fort. I hope that he will bring the cuirassiers to the back to the skirmishers, and he's targeting very nicely, by the way, with the dragoons on the war wagon and the skirmishers on the war wagon as well, and that means that the cuirassiers will of course do a good job with these skirmishers there. So all in all, Shimras went too risky there, killing one villager, not worth it, risking all your settler wagons and getting caught out of position. And that's exactly what Fort did. As I showed there kind of with my mouse in the movement, Fort went exactly how he should, almost exactly, the cuirassier is a little bit late there, but he went exactly how he should engage that. And was able to get in a very nice position here, coming from the back with the cuirassiers, not having enough anti-cavalry. I would also have liked, for example, Shimras to use 5 doppelsolder to really protect the cannons from close from the cuirassiers, because war wagons can move in front of the cannons, but that means that the cuirassiers will still be able to hit the cannons. Of course, war wagons count the cuirassiers, but they will need some time to kill these really OP beasts with a lot of HP. Anyway, we see that Okay, the winged hussar shipment coming in now, and that means that Fart is gonna lose his skirmishes because he has no hussars, no anti-cavalry. He is gonna do his best job as he can, killing off as many war wagons as he can with the skirmishes, while the dragoons are kind of dealing with their hussars. But of course, these hussars are very, very strong, so he will be able to clean up this last war wagon, or will he not? I'm not sure why he's gonna walk back. I mean, you're gonna lose skirmishes anyway, so you should do any damage as possible. It's not. No, don't you waste. Okay. He should move back with his cuirassiers. You're gonna lose your skirmishes, no need to waste your cuirassiers on this. Okay, so he's gonna resign there, and I'm a little bit surprised there. I felt it wasn't over yet. Of course, the winged hussar are really hard to deal with, and Shimrra does have a factory up, but yeah, he was behind. Oh wait, sorry, I missed his raid there. He also was raiding here, and of course these he had no dragoons available yet. So that means that he was gonna lose like half or maybe all of these villages over here to these Uhlans. Nice raid by Shimrras there. And yeah, it all came down actually to this engagement here. This was not a good engagement for Fart, not the best micro either, but the engagement angle was not the best. And yeah, good movement, good way by Shimrras, by the way. Very well played, using the 2 cannons there. Shipping the heavy cannons, having really a good setup versus the infantry mass that you expect from the French player in the 3rd age, and also having the heavy cannons ready to deal with the dragoons as well, because heavy cannons of course do pretty good for his dragoons. So there we have it, Shimrras taking it to 3-0, a little bit unexpected in my opinion, and in most other people's opinion as well. There we see the village count from Fart dropping rapidly. That must be probably some other raid on the side as well, and I think that was, sorry that I missed it, I was busy on focusing on the battle here, but that is also why Fart resigned. He lost like a third of his villagers already, and that is not something you can come back from. So 3-0 win for Shimrras there. Nice strategy to pull off there. I think that Fart shouldn't have gone for the 1k wood, to be honest, but more for pressure, because you give the actually Shimrras wanted to go out and pressure Fart, but Shimrras didn't really press on in pressuring Fart, so Fart had some more time. But because Fart was not really pressuring Shimrras either, Shimrras was like, okay, if you're not coming to me, then I'm just going to go 4th age. So if Fart had pushed more, maybe Shimrras was kind of forced to stay longer in the 3rd age, rather than going 4th so easily. Yeah, so yeah, a little bit unfortunate there, but yeah, 3-0 victory for Shimrras.